But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started.
And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Touch 50. Touch. Go 14. Good touch.
Here's Wilson to throw right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
72 yards.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10.
At the 40. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
Let's go double count right here, double count. 14. Done.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Go 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
First carry for Najee Harris. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find a touchdown. Packers.
Marshawn Lloyd, 51 yards. And the Packers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for two.
Here we go. Here we go. Go, Pete. Ready.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Wilson.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
8-6 the score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. It's complete, and he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
On the set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In motion goes the tight end. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Here's 3rd and 6. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go now.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
52. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Mega. Set. Cluster. 6. Ready.
Love from the gun. Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And now Love going to change things up.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Ready. Set.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Marshawn Lloyd
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Red cycle.
They'll try and throw for it. And he won't be able to get the throw off. He's sacked. And you have to wonder why they went for it there. It remains a tie game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Wilson.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
An audible here to get a new look.
Love to throw for it on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run on first down. It's Lloyd. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Ready. Red. Ready.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Now a give right side. It's Lloyd, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
2nd and 11.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Christian Watson.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Najee Harris.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago.
This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Going quickly out to the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here we go.
Love. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time.
And he works free.
And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Harris running straight ahead.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Good. One left. Good.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 1st and 10.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's in for the touchdown. And
halftime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of mid.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from SoFi. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw on this first play. That's into the hands of Disley downfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Herbert. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
And he'll take this down to about the 7.